Texas airports are starting to feel the weight of the government shutdown.
The Trump administration will partially fund SNAP this month, but it's unclear when Texans will receive benefits.
Go. Mean Green basketball is kicking off right here in the Super Pit. I'll have more later in the show.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is NTTV Nightly News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Alexandria Teeters.
And I'm Edison Stewart. The Trump administration crackdown on immigration is shifting. According to an in-depth report from the Texas Tribune, ICE agents have an official goal of 3,000 immigration arrests each day. In June, the number hit 7,400 arrests during that month alone. Data shows that 1 in 4 of all ICE arrests are now in Texas. Legal observers say Texas is more supportive of the Trump immigration agenda than other states. Daily arrests have jumped about 30% in the Houston and Dallas areas. Harris, Dallas, Bexar, and Travis counties all have jails in the top 10 now holding people arrested by ICE.
The federal government shutdown is now in its 33rd day, but while the shutdown is still in full effect, some changes have been made regarding the SNAP or food stamp program. Karen Kaifa has the update.
As the U.S. government shutdown approaches record length, SNAP benefit recipients,
I don't know how much longer I can last,
and government workers remain in limbo.
By not having our paychecks, we have a 2-year-old, and so it really has impacted our ability to just ensure that we're covering all of our bills.
Facing a Monday deadline from a federal judge in Rhode Island, the Trump administration said it would fund half of November SNAP benefits using contingency funds. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said Sunday full benefits can be restored if Democrats drop demands for an extension of federal health care subsidies and vote to pass the GOP funding bill to end the shutdown.
Democrats are in the middle of a civil war, and they should just open the government. That is the easiest way to do this.
Some Democrats argue President Donald Trump should do more to break the stalemate.
Cutting down the East Wing to build a ballroom, he should be at the table negotiating with Democrats to reopen the government.
Trump, in an interview with CBS's 60 Minutes, again encouraged Senate Republicans to ditch the chamber's 60-vote rule to force an end to the shutdown, an idea GOP leadership has rejected.
The Republicans have to get tougher. If we end the filibuster, we can do exactly what we want. We're not going to lose power.
Meanwhile, Monday saw more delays in lines at the nation's airports. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said some air traffic controllers have called in sick in protest of having to work without pay, while others are taking time off to work other jobs until government paychecks restart. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
As the federal government shutdown continues, students at the University of North Texas are feeling the effects in more ways than one, from delayed military orders to the loss of essential food benefits. I had the chance to take a deeper dive. As the federal government shutdown stretches on, some University of North Texas students are facing unexpected challenges. Sophomore Griffin White, who recently enlisted in the U.S. Air Force, said the shutdown has left him waiting for his basic training orders.
With the government being shut down, I had tentative basic training dates to go November 23rd until March 11th. And I no longer have security in that. And that's affected me quite a bit because I'm here at the University of North Texas studying, trying to get my degree here. And I have zero idea if I will be going to school this semester. And I am 2 weeks till I ship out. And I have zero orders generated. They cannot force the government to give me money while the government is currently shut down.
The delay means White is stuck, unable to plan his next steps for school or work while the Department of War operates on limited funding. For other students, the shutdown's impact is hitting closer to home as SNAP benefits have been suspended as federal services pause operations.
So one of those things that I benefit from is food stamps, which is SNAP EBT benefits. That is government funded. They ran out of money last week. Not only does that help families in need, but it also helps foster care people who age out of the system, which I was in foster care, so I am able to get those benefits, and my family is also able to get those benefits as well.
As the government remains at a standstill, students like White and Glover are left waiting for clarity, unsure when things will return to normal. Officials warn that more services could be disrupted in the coming weeks, leaving students and families across North Texas waiting for answers.
You know, Edison, it feels like the weather is teasing us with randomly giving us cooler temperatures.
I know one day it feels like it's winter and the next day we're back to the heat. So let's head on over to our weather anchor, Nick Stocklosa, to see what we can expect. Nick.
Thanks, Edison. This week, temperatures have actually come back up. Today it is 76. It feels a little bit warmer at 77, but at least we have a nice 10-mile-per-hour breeze coming in, cooling things down. Now looking into tonight, after the sun sets, we'll see the temperatures drop all the way to 52. It'll feel like 49, and again, we keep our 10-mile-per-hour breeze. And then tomorrow, temperatures will pick back up. It'll be slightly warmer than it was today. It'll be 77. It'll feel like 78, but fortunately, we still have those 10-mile-per-hour winds. That's all I have for you right now. I'll be back later with a full weather report. Until then, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Nick. As the government shutdown enters its second month, one of the main concerns is the lack of air traffic controllers. Airport shutdowns and ground delays are happening around the country, including across Texas.
Our reporter Micah Talley has more information on how the shutdowns will be affecting air travel.
Thanks, guys. Flights at the DFW airport in Love Field are being delayed due to staffing issues, according to the Federal Aviation Administration. Love Field is reporting an average delay of 74 minutes and DFW 21 minutes. And Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport is reminding travelers to arrive earlier than usual for their flights and expect longer wait times. The airport posted a warning that security checkpoint lines could be up to 3 hours long due to operating with fewer TSA agents than normal. Since air traffic controllers have not been paid since the shutdown began, Love Field is now collecting donations to help benefit employees affected by the shutdown. Federal aviation employees will accept donations from November 3rd to November 7th. Donations such as non-perishable food items, personal care products, toiletries, as well as gas and grocery gift cards are now being accepted. You can find more information on the Dallas Love Field website, and that's all I have for you guys. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Micah. The UNT Mean Green football has been on a roll this semester, even beating an undefeated team this past Saturday. Our sports anchor Jordan Lindsay is live at the Super Pit with more. Jordan?
Thanks, guys. I'm at the Super Pit where both the men's and women's basketball team are having their season opener, but that's not the only thing that's happening. The Mean Green football team played the undefeated Navy team this past Saturday. North Texas dominated as running back Caleb Hawkins rushed for 4 touchdowns, leading the Mean Green to a 31-17 win, giving Navy their first loss of the season. The Mean Green will now head into their bye week, and then after that, they'll play their final 3 games of the season. That's all I have for right now. Back to you all at the desk.
Thanks, Jordan. Coming up, students will be voting for your raise in tuition.
So is daylight savings bad for your health? Stay with us.
This ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
One man is dead after a shooting early Sunday morning at a Denton neighborhood. Our live shot reporter Katie Muncie is live with more details. Katie.
Thanks, Edison. Early Sunday morning, concerned neighbors called about a man that was shooting at unattended cars in a northeast Denton neighborhood. When officers arrived on the scene, they tried to speak with the man. However, the man did not want to comply. Instead, the man began firing at the officers. Officers fired back and struck the man. Officers then attempted first aid, and the man was sent to a local hospital. Following department policy, the involved officers were placed on administrative leave. No other officers and other citizens were injured. With NTTV Nightly News, I'm Katie Muncie.
Thanks, Katie. Another Salina faculty member has been placed on administrative leave following an accusation of inappropriate conduct. Neil Phillips, a wrestling coach and social studies teacher, was directly mentioned in a social media post accusing him of that conduct, leading to his direct removal from campus while an investigation takes place. This is the 5th faculty member from Salina Independent School District to be investigated this semester. The other employees on leave are still under review. Substitutes are currently filling in the positions while the school district decides what to do.
On October 29th, the UNT Student Senate voted 12-2 in favor of advancing a 40% increase to the current student athletic fee. But this vote does not mean the fee has been approved. The proposal will now go to the student body, allowing all UNT students to make the final decision in a campus-wide vote later this month. Students will have the opportunity to cast ballots on the referendum through OrgSync from November 17th through the 20th. If approved, the new athletic fee would rise from the current $17.85 per credit hour to $20 beginning in the 2026 through 2027 academic year. The fee would then continue to increase, reaching $25 per credit hour by 2029 through 2030. Before the vote, however, SGA will host an information town hall featuring UNT President Harrison Keller to answer questions on November 10th.
More on voting within DFW. Tomorrow is Election Day. Polls open at 7 a.m. and will close at 7 p.m. Several propositions and changes to the Texas Constitution are on the ballot this year. Our reporter Aaron Erie is live at the UNT Gateway Center to give more information on what is at stake this November. Aaron?
Thanks, Alexandria. That's right. Early voting ended last Friday, and the general election starts tomorrow, November 4th. You'll see 17 propositions on the bill, including Prop A. Prop A is an education-based bill that will fund certain districts like Denton ISD. This bill will fill a $15 million budget deficit in addition to supporting public education. You'll also see Prop 11, which establishes school tax breaks for elderly and disabled homeowners. Prop 13 is an increased school tax exemption for homeowners. Prop 14 supplies funding for dementia research and prevention. And lastly, Proposition 17, which provides tax exemption for border security. According to Denton County, nearly 60,000 voters came out and voted at that time, and you can find more information on all 17 propositions if you visit www.texastribune.org. With North Texas Television, I'm Aaron Erie. Back to you both at the desk.
Thanks, Aaron. Now, before you head on over to the polls, you might want to make sure you're dressed appropriately for the weather.
That's right. Waiting in line will be even less enjoyable if you're cold. Let's head back over to our weather anchor, Nick Stocklosa, for a full look at the weather this week. Nick?
Thanks, Alex. As we can see across the North Texas area, our temperatures are pretty consistent. Our warmest town is out here at Graham, where it is 80 degrees. But as we can see, our temperatures do consistently start to drop as we reach 73 out here in Sulphur Springs. Now we take a look out at the full state map. We do see a pretty similar pattern of temperatures dropping as we move east, but we do have a major outlier, which is Amarillo, where it is 69. And now on to our local weather again. I have our 7-day forecast for you. As you can see, leading up to Saturday, we have temperatures roughly around 80. Our lows, as you can see, are consistently dropping after Thursday, and we will see on Sunday and Monday our highs get dragged down with them as well, where we will finally be back in our 60s and back into our fall weather. This fall weather, of course, means the start of driving home in the dark. A new study finds that daylight savings may be bad for our health. According to Stanford medicine scientists, changing clocks twice a year disrupts our circadian rhythms, leading to higher rates of stroke and obesity. Our circadian rhythm is our body's internal clock that regulates many physiological processes. Stanford states that a permanent standard time would be healthier for our bodies. With this, it could prevent some 300,000 cases of stroke per year and result in 2.6 million fewer people suffering from obesity. And of course, unless you want to be an hour early everywhere you go, I suggest you guys change your clocks back.
Wow, who knew that daylight savings could have such an impact on our health?
I sure didn't, and as it turns out, there are other dangers to our health lurking in our grocery stores.
That's right. More deaths and illnesses have been confirmed in a Listeria outbreak linked to recalled pasta meals. The FDA recalled a group of ready-to-eat pasta salads sold in major grocery store chains, and now a total of almost 30 people have been infected with the strain and 6 people have died. The affected pasta came from Nate's Fine Foods of California and was sold in Kroger, Trader Joe's, Walmart, and Sprouts. Some of the deaths have been reported in Texas.
Students are cutting their parking ticket fees in half this holiday season.
And the Pole Recreation Center is showcasing different ways to be active. Stay with us after the break.
Are you kidding? The MRTS picture show is happening.
The MRTS what?
Come with me.
Okay.
It's a series of free film screenings right here on campus. And there's free popcorn.
Nice. Thank you.
United Methodist Church is standing in solidarity with Dallas's historic LGBTQ neighborhood. This follows Governor Greg Abbott's order to remove any and all political ideologies from public streets. So the church is painting its own property rainbow instead. Reverend Rachel Griffin Allison consecrated the church's new rainbow steps in a ceremony yesterday, saying that every color preaches the gospel and love finds a way. The Rainbow Crosswalk in Dallas's Oak Lawn neighborhood was entirely funded by the North Texas LGBTQ Chamber of Commerce and private donations.
If you're looking to cut the cost of a parking citation on campus, this might be the Toy Story for you. The Toys for Tickets program is accepting donations that can help reduce your citation fees. More on the story, NTTV News is reporting live as Alex Schwartz has more details. Alex.
Thanks, Edison. We're up here on the Highland Street parking garage. As we know, finding parking can be extremely difficult, and sometimes we accidentally park somewhere that ends up getting us a ticket. If you found yourself with a ticket this semester, there is a way to reduce it with toys. Through the end of the semester, you can bring a new toy, and however much the toy costs to Highland Park Garage, will double it and reduce it off your ticket. So a $10 toy, take $20 off your parking ticket. Be sure to bring your toy's receipt when you arrive to prove the price of your toy. This is all part of WFAA's Santa's Toy Initiative. So maybe those tickets really aren't so bad after all. I'm Alex Schwartz with North Texas Television. Back to y'all.
Looking for a way to stay more active? The Pole Rec Center is a great way to do that and much more. Our reporter Kyle Larson will tell us all about the Rec Center. Kyle?
Thanks, Alexandria. I personally love going to the rec center to keep myself in shape, but what exactly makes the Pole Rec Center so special to NT students? Here's what I found.
What I love about working at this gym here is that there's a lot of people here, and I love being able to see everyone working hard, and that inspires me to work hard as well.
I like working out here the most compared to other gyms because I've established a great friend group. Not only that, I still meet new friends here on a day-to-day basis, and the amount of people that are here at the gym keeps me motivated to keep me coming here.
There's a big variety of different equipment, some machines, everything. There's a lot of different things you can do. And also just because how big it is, there's a lot of room for a lot of people, as well as the hours aren't too bad either.
From early mornings to late nights, the gym sees hundreds of students every week. But has it actually made a difference for them?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Not only that, I've noticed a routine with my time management. So I make time throughout the day to come to the gym. Not only that, I've seen a lot of changes in my diet, such as eating healthier and cutting out junk food, meal prepping, and eating the right amount of calories, fats, carbs, and proteins throughout the day.
With so many students sharing the same space, timing can make all the difference. I asked when they think the best time to hit the gym is.
Honestly, just whenever you can. I don't really have a strict routine of what time of day I come. I just try to make it at least 5 times a week. I used to be really strict, like, okay, I'm gonna go at 7 in the morning or I'm gonna go at night. But now, just as long as you're consistent and you can make it happen, that's really all that matters.
Finally, I wanted to hear what tips they have for anyone looking to get started here at the Rec Center.
Honestly, just work out with your friends, enjoying the gym. Enjoying the process is the most important part, in my opinion. Because once you enjoy it, you stick to a routine, then your progress will come as well.
If you're looking to stay more active, I and these students recommend the Pole Rec Center. Thank you again, guys. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Kyle. A decorated cross-country runner is adding breaking records to her third state championship win. Macy Wingard became the first girl to ever win 3 individual state titles in 6A, UIL's largest classification. Wingard won the 3-mile race in 16 minutes and 45.7 seconds, which is 25 seconds faster than the second-place finisher. Wingard plans on keeping up her pace and is committed to BYU.
That is impressive. You know, there is a lot going on in the sports world right now, and I can't seem to keep up with all the updates.
I know, me either, but we're going to go check back in with Jordan Lindsay at the Super Pit to tell us more. Jordan?
Thanks, guys. A lot of sports happened in the past few days. I'll have more after the break. The Mean Green, well, hold on. Oh, shoot. The Mean Green men's and women's basketball team are playing their first season game tonight. This will also be the debut of men's head coach Daniel Robinson, who was hired this past spring, making him the 20th men's basketball head coach. The women's basketball team just tipped off at 5:30, and the men's basketball team will tip off at 7:30. After the Mean Greens win against Navy, they still enter this week unranked. With only 3 games left, they still have a chance, but they'll have to win all 3 to solidify a spot in the conference title. If they win a conference title, then they could be looking at a spot in the college football playoffs. The Mean Green plays opponents like UAB, Rice, and Temple in the next 3 games. The Dallas Cowboys play tonight against the Arizona Cardinals in AT&T Stadium. Dallas will look to bring their record back to 500 after the loss to the Denver Broncos. This will be Dallas' final game before they head into the bye week. The game will kick off at 7:15 p.m. That's all I have for sports. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Jordan. So, Alexandria, did you do any trick-or-treating over the weekend?
I actually did. I went with my little brother.
Oh, well, you might want to be on the lookout for a wedding ring and that candy. Caitlin Barrera, a woman from Pleasanton, Texas, is hoping for a Halloween miracle.
That's right. She says that her wedding ring fell off when handing out candy and it slipped off her finger due to the cold. Barrera says that if anyone could help reunite her with her ring, she would be touched beyond words.
Barrera has offered a cash reward and is hopeful that it will be found.
You know, I hope nobody took their cops and robbers costume character a little too far.
I know, but I mean, if she liked it, she could have put a ring on it.
True.
Well, thank you for watching NTTV Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6 here on North Texas Television.